Martinag Inc. Safety and Training Video, Driving Safely in the Foggy Weather. In this safety brief, we'll be talking about how to check exterior lighting, hazard lights, high beams versus low beams, windshield wipers, stopping, intersections/railroads, speed, the fog line, extending your route, sounding your air horn, lingering, passing, distractions, and responsibility. Here we can see just how dangerous operating in the fog can be. Checking exterior lighting. As the fog season is setting in, make sure to check all your exterior lighting during your pre-trip. This includes the clearance lights, red on rear, amber elsewhere, the headlights, high and low beams, tail lights, turn signals, hazard lights, brake lights, red reflectors on rear and amber reflectors elsewhere, rear driver and passenger marker lights, and the ABS light. Hazard lights. Fog creates dangerous driving conditions. It reduces visibility, makes it hard to spot hazards, and it becomes difficult for a driver to judge distance. The unusual weather conditions can create optical illusions. Drivers may misjudge their own speed or have a hard time determining if other cars are moving. That is why anytime you're driving in the fog with reduced visibility, you should always turn your hazard lights on. Low beams versus high beams. Make your vehicle visible to others both ahead of you and behind you by using your low beam headlights, since this means your taillights will also be on. Use fog lights if you have them. Also, it is important to turn your headlight switch from the automatic light position to the on position, as driving with your headlights in the automatic position can prevent you from having taillights, making it more difficult for motorists behind you to see you. Never use your high beam lights. Using high beam lights causes glare and reflection, reducing visibility and making it more difficult for you to see what is ahead of you on the road. Windshield wipers. When driving in the fog, moisture can accumulate on your windshield, creating a glare and reducing your visibility. Periodically turn on your windshield wipers to clear the moisture. Using your windshield wipers and the heating and cooling system, the defroster, will help to always keep the windshield clear. Stopping. When driving in fog, never stop your truck on the roadway. Pull your truck off to the side of the road as far as possible. Once you come to a stop, turn off all lights except your hazard flashing lights. Set the emergency brake and take your foot off the brake pedal to be sure the taillights are not illuminated so that other drivers do not mistakenly run into you. When you are pulling out of a driveway or crossing over a road in the fog, come to a full and complete stop. Roll down your windows and listen for traffic. It may be necessary to shut your engine off, as the sound of your engine can prevent you from hearing the traffic traveling on the road. Controlled intersection/railroads. When possible, always use controlled intersections with stop signs or signal lights, as this would greatly reduce the risk of an accident. Anytime you are crossing over an uncontrolled railroad track in the fog, come to a full and complete stop. Roll down your windows and listen for the sounds of a train before crossing the railroad tracks. It may be necessary to shut your engine off, as the sound of your engine can prevent you from hearing an oncoming train. Speed. When you are driving in fog that reduces your visibility, reduce your speed accordingly. Drive at a speed at which you could bring your equipment to a full stop within your line of sight. Be aware of milk surge during a hard stop, which can increase your stopping distance. Dimming lights. When driving in the fog at night, dim your gauge cluster lights and instrument lights. This will give you greater visibility out your windshield. The fog line. Did you know the solid white line on the right side of the roadway is called the fog line? It is designed to help motorists under foggy conditions. When you find yourself driving in areas where the fog is impeding visibility, use the fog line to help you keep on track and in the correct lane position on the highway. Extending your route. When possible, it may be necessary to extend your route by making right-hand turns to prevent the need of crossing directly over a road or making a left-hand turn. Sounding your air horn. When visibility is reduced due to heavy fog, it may be necessary to sound your air horn to alert the motoring public of your presence before crossing over a road or entering a roadway at an uncontrolled intersection. Lingering. When you are driving in heavy fog with reduced visibility and you must cross over a roadway or enter a roadway, do so as quickly and safely as possible. Lingering in the intersection or roadway greatly increases the odds of an accident happening. Passing. Crossing, merging with, or passing another lane of traffic is a very bad idea in foggy conditions. Poor visibility will dramatically increase your chances of misjudging another vehicle's speed or distance and causing a collision. Only merge or pass when driving in fog if it is 100% necessary. Distractions. When you are driving in inclement weather conditions such as heavy fog, even hands-free phone calls can cause a momentary distraction, which could lead to an accident. Do not make, receive, or continue any phone calls, even hands-free calls, when driving in the fog. When driving in heavy fog, limit your distractions and increase your situational awareness by keeping the radio in your truck muted or turned off. Responsibility. You, as the driver, are responsible for your safety and the safety of the motoring public as well as the safety of all company equipment. If at any time heavy fog conditions become so severe that you feel it is no longer safe to be operating your vehicle, pull off the roadway as far as possible, turn off your lights, and contact dispatch. This concludes the Marnag Foggy Weather Safety Brief. We hope you enjoyed.